If there is a magical medicine that everyone wishes to have, that medicine is faith. No one prescribes it for you. No doctor dispenses it to you. No hospital stores it in the pharmacy. But if you find it, you will become the most extraordinary version of yourself. I want to tell you a story, not a fairy tale or a hollow philosophical saying, but the story of an ordinary person, a real journey where faith becomes the power to change everything. There was a boy named Lucas who grew up in a poor neighborhood on the outskirts of the city. Lucas's house was right next to a small canal with murky water that smelled fishy during the rainy season. Lucas's bedroom was just a small corner temporarily covered with a piece of plywood, with light filtering through a narrow door crack every morning. Lucas couldn't afford extra lessons, didn't have a computer, didn't have fancy sneakers, and didn't have delicious meals. But he had something that no one could see, a small faith quietly growing in his heart. At school, Lucas was not a standout. He was often teased by friends for his worn-out clothes, rough hands, and for being dreamy and quiet. But Lucas had a dream: to become an inventor. Every time he looked at discarded items, he imagined hundreds of ways to turn them into something useful. One day, the science teacher organized a creativity contest. Whoever creates a useful item from recycled materials will represent the school in the city-level competition. Nam was excited but also scared. He didn't know where to start. No one around believed he could do it. Even he himself doubted. Was he just daydreaming? But then, on a rainy afternoon, Lucas sat by the window, watching the soda cans thrown carelessly across the yard. He recalled his mother's words: "Believe in what you do, even if others don't see the value in it." Just that one sentence pierced through his shell of fear like a small needle, awakening in Lucas a belief. Not a belief in victory, but a belief in himself. He has the right to try, the right to do, the right to fail, and the right to believe. Lucas began collecting cans, plastic bottles, broken electrical wires, and small wheels from broken toys. At first, everything failed. His solar-powered car only ran a few meters before breaking down. But Lucas didn't stop. He read books at the library, asked his teacher, and figured out how to fix each detail on his own. Every time he failed, he thought, "If I stop believing in myself, I will never know the result." After 1 month, Lucas completed a mini solar-powered cargo vehicle model made from recycled materials. He brought the product to school, nervously stepping into the exam room. Some people laughed, some were skeptical, and some didn't even bother to look. But when the vehicle rolled, moved smoothly, and automatically stopped when encountering obstacles, the whole room fell silent. The teacher stood up, applauded, and then the whole class applauded. Lucas not only won the contest, he also conquered himself. Everything started from belief, an invisible medicine that no one can prescribe for you. So what is faith? It is not blindly believing in something unreal. It is the strength that allows you to move forward when everything seems to be against you. Faith is the key that opens the door to potential, the motivation that helps you get up after failure, the flame that keeps you from getting lost in the darkness of doubt and fear. You might ask, what if I don't believe in myself? The answer is, no one can save you except yourself. Others can encourage you, can give you opportunities, but only when you believe you deserve it will you dare to seize those opportunities. Faith is not a miracle, but it turns the ordinary into the extraordinary. In Nam's journey, faith is not only about daring to act, but also about accepting oneself. Accepting that you are not perfect, accepting that you can be wrong, accepting that you are different. When you dare to accept yourself, you will no longer compare or fear the judgment of others. You will learn to love yourself, understand your strengths and weaknesses, and use them to grow. In the modern world, where everyone wears a perfect mask on social media, where success is showcased through dazzling images and videos, self-confidence becomes even more precious. We are easily swept up in comparisons, easily feel small, and easily forget that everyone has their own strengths. Don't let the world define you. You are unique, and your journey is unique as well. Confidence is the medicine you mix yourself, drink yourself, and heal yourself with. Try to recall. In the moments when you overcame difficulties, dared to do what you feared, stood up after falling, what helped you? It was not money, not fame, but faith. Faith in your ability to learn, in your self-worth, in the journey ahead. Some say faith is the door to success, but I think faith is the path, the feet, the determination for you to keep moving, even when you haven't seen the destination. It is the small voice inside whispering, just try, just do it. Even if no one believes, believe in yourself. And even if you fail, you will not regret it. Because you have lived true to yourself, dared to face challenges, dared to step out of your comfort zone. You will grow, become strong, and become an inspiration to others. Like Lucas, like many who dare to believe in what no one else dares to believe. So how do you nurture trust? Start with the smallest things. Dare to try a new habit. Speak your mind. Stand up for what you believe is right. Accept mistakes and correct them. Each time you overcome a small barrier, the trust within you grows a little more. Seek out inspiring stories. Meet genuine people who do not hide their failures. Don't chase a perfect image. Learn to love yourself, both your strengths and weaknesses. That is the foundation for growing confidence, for becoming the best version of yourself. And remember, faith is not always strong. There will be times when you doubt, feel tired, and want to give up. That is normal. What matters is that you do not give up. Remind yourself of the achievements you have made, the moments you have overcome difficulties. Believe that if you have done it before, you will do it again. On his journey, Lucas did not become a famous inventor immediately. He still had to face many challenges, failures, and loneliness. But he never lost faith. He continued to learn, continued to create, and continued to inspire the young people in the poor neighborhood. Some people who saw him began to believe, if Nam can do it, I can do it too. Faith spreads like fire. When you have the courage to ignite it within your heart, you will pass the heat on to others. That is the power of action. Faith is not found in books nor in theory, but in every step you take, everything you do, every time you dare to stand up, every time you dare to say, I believe I can. You don't need to wait for anyone to prescribe this medicine for you. You don't need to wait for a miracle. Mix your own dose of medicine with action, with perseverance, with courage, with self-acceptance, with daring to dream big and daring to take small steps. Let faith guide you. Let it become your strength, your source of inspiration, the remedy that heals all fears, all disappointments, all doubts. Because faith is the medicine that no hospital can prescribe for you, but if you find it, you will heal everything, and you will look back, smile, knowing that you have lived a meaningful life, not because someone believed in you, but because you dared to believe in yourself. If you have ever felt exhausted, this video is the remedy for you. Share it with a friend who needs faith to keep going. Leave a comment and subscribe to the channel to receive more inspiring stories.